The dogs lived on Oak Street, the cats lived on Maple Avenue. They never got along. "Meow, go away," the cats would hiss. "Woof, you scaredy cats," the dogs would bark. Every day was a new chase, a new prank. The dogs hid the cats' toys. The cats scratched the dogs' noses. It was a never-ending feud. Ralph, a playful golden retriever, was the leader of the dogs. Toby, a sleek Siamese cat, was the smartest of the cats. They were the worst of enemies. "One day," thought Toby, "we'll show those dogs. Those cats will never outsmart us," Ralph would boast. One sunny afternoon, a rumble shook the ground. A giant shadow fell over Oak Street. It was Brutus, a bulldog with a spiky collar and a mean look. "This is my town now," Brutus barked, his voice booming. He chased the dogs, stole their treats, and even took over their favorite fire hydrant. The dogs were scared. They ran to Maple Avenue. "Help us, please," begged Ralph. Toby and the cats watched from a safe distance. They had never seen the dogs so scared. "We need your help," pleaded Ralph. Toby looked at Brutus. He looked at the scared dogs. He knew they had to do something. "We can't let Brutus take over," Toby said to the other cats. The cats were hesitant. They had never helped the dogs before. "Please," begged Ralph, "we can't do it without you." Toby saw the fear in Ralph's eyes. He knew this was bigger than their feud. "Okay," Toby finally said, "we'll help you." Ralph was relieved. "Thank you," he said. "Together we can beat Brutus." Section 4. Teamwork makes the dream work. The cats and dogs put their heads together. They had to come up with a plan. "I know," said Toby. He whispered his plan to the others. The next day, Brutus was napping under a tree. Suddenly, he was surrounded. The dogs barked and nipped at his heels. He tried to chase them, but the cats were too quick. They scratched his nose and pulled his tail. Brutus had never felt so annoyed. He was outnumbered and outsmarted. Finally, Brutus had enough. He whimpered and ran away, never to be seen again. The dogs and cats cheered. They had done it. Section 5. Best buds, forever. From that day on, the dogs and cats were no longer enemies. They had faced a common enemy and won. They realized that working together was much better than fighting. The dogs shared their bones, and the cats shared their catnip. They played games together and even took naps in the sun together. Ralph and Toby became best friends. They led their groups with kindness and friendship. The feud was over. Oak Street and Maple Avenue were no longer places of rivalry, but of friendship. And it all started with a bully named Brutus.